Our guy G was so down bad, his only body count was tissue paper. Bro had no friends, no drip, and definitely no riz. Just him and his right hand speedrunning wrist injuries. But out of nowhere, the school's hottest baddie started thirsting after him and moved in. Next thing he knows, he's lying on her lap while she pets his hair like a stray dog she's about to domesticate. It all started in that rainy night where our guy G was walking home in a thunderstorm. And that's where he spotted her. The girl every simp in school dreams about. And she's just sitting there, alone, in the rain, looking hella sad. G freezes. He's staring. She's staring. Nobody says a word. And just when you think he's about to do something smooth, this NPC turns around and dips. Like he didn't just make full eye contact with a literal angel under a thunderstorm. But wait, redemption arc unlocked. G comes back, pulls up with the umbrella like, "Yo, why are you sitting here? You trying to catch hypothermia for fun or what?" She hits him with the, "Thanks for the concern, but I'm good. Just leave." But obviously, she's not okay. She's soaking wet and emotionally bankrupt. Still, G, being the unexpected Chad he is, drops the umbrella on her, turns around, and runs off into the rain like a dramatic K-drama lead. Next day at school, our guy G shows up coughing real bad. His boy Kawi asks, "Didn't you have an umbrella yesterday? How the heck you get sick this fast?" G's like, "I gave it to someone." Kawi was like, "Bro, what? You gave up your umbrella in a thunderstorm? Are you in love or just stupid?" And right then, guess who walks into class like a plot twist with heels? It's her, the girl from last night. Her name's She, and guess what? She's not just in the same school, she's in the same class. G starts coughing harder. This ain't a flu, this is pure panic. After school, G heads home to recover from his L of a day, only to find She waiting outside his apartment holding out the umbrella like, "Hey, you forgot this. Thanks for the rescue last night." He just freezes for a second. Then he goes, "No problem, anytime." She hears his voice, and it's giving bronchitis. Man's coughing like he got hit by 3 seasons of allergies and a heartbreak. She's like, "Did you catch a cold last night in the rain or what?" And my guy, ice cold, hits her with, "That ain't your business. Yeah, I'm sick, but it's chill." "Excuse me?" She's mad hurt and goes, "You definitely caught this cold because you gave me your umbrella and sprinted home like a shonen protagonist. So yes, it is my business." But again, man's trying to act tough, grabs his umbrella back and starts walking away, just to almost faceplant seconds later. She runs over like, "So you're fine, then why are you walking like a 200-year-old? I'm taking you inside before you fully respawn in another life." So she snatches his keys, opens his apartment door, and immediately regrets it. Trash on the floor, ramen cups evolving into life forms. She's like, "Okay, change your clothes, I'll be back." And guess what? Her apartment is literally next door. Yup, neighbors. They could have just shared that umbrella and gone to the same building. And man's shocked. Not just that she's his classmate, but she's his next door neighbor too. Like, "Bro, how you living this blind?" Anyway, he knocks out from the fever. Next thing he knows, he wakes up and she's sitting right there, taking care of him like Nurse Joy with a vengeance. She's making him cold compresses, checking his fever, the whole wifey package. Then she hits him with, "You hungry?" Bro nods like a little sick puppy. She's like, "I made you rice porridge." But before feeding him, she pulls out a thermometer and goes, "Check your temp first." So bro lifts his shirt to check his temp, and that's when she sees those abs. Immediate blush. She looks away like, "Sir, you couldn't wait till I left?" He notices she's flustered and realizes, wait, she's actually kinda cute. Meanwhile, she's trying to act normal, brings him the food, but he just stares at it. She's like, "Bro, what? You expect me to feed you with my own hands? Not happening." He goes, "I didn't even say anything." Then he adds, "I just didn't know you could cook like this. This tastes amazing." She hits back with, "Well yeah, when you live alone, you either cook or starve. Unlike you, I keep my place clean too." Anyway, he eats in silence, then asks the real question, "Why were you sitting alone in the rain last night? Did your boyfriend break your heart or something?" She immediately claps back, "Boyfriend? Babe, I am the heartbreak. I don't get dumped." She tells him straight up, she just wanted to clear her mind, not get interrogated. He's surprised, because this girl is literally peak waifu material, and somehow single. He apologizes. She softens up and says, "I just needed time to think. That's all." Next day, they see each other at school. No convo, just secret glances. Man's low-key obsessed now. Later, he's chilling on his balcony, sipping some sketchy-looking energy drink. And guess who peeks out from next door? Yup, balcony baddie returns. She's like, "What is that radioactive juice?" He goes, "Energy boost." She's like, "Boy, you trying to die? Hold on, I got something better." She shows up minutes later with a healthy homemade meal. Bro's like, "What's this? Lettuce?" She's like, "I'm just trying to keep you alive. Don't read into it." But let's be real, he's reading into it. She's feeding him like every day now, playing full-time wife without the ring. He jokes, not every day you get a meal from the school's angel. She's like, say that again, and I'm taking the food back. Anyway, the free meal from wifey arc continues, and one day at the supermarket, he sees her struggling with groceries, so he's like, time to return the favor, carries her bags like a gentleman, but walks ahead, cause he's scared people will think they're dating. She's just smirking the whole time. Later that night, she hears chaos from his apartment, goes over and finds bro literally collapsed mid-cleaning, like he lost a boss fight. She's like, you're useless, move, I'll show you how it's done. The cleaning process was very romantic, and by the end, his place is sparkling. She's dead tired, so he thanks her with pizza. She eats with him, they vibe, and she heads out after thanking him. Days later, he finds her in the garden, looking sad. He asks what's wrong. She brushes it off, but he knows something's up. Then, he spots cat hair all over her clothes. He's like, hold up, you out here playing with Garfield in the garden or what? Where's all this fur from? And she's sweating, like visibly glitching. But instead of lying, she goes, okay, fine, I wasn't playing with a cat, but there was one stuck in a tree, and I was trying to be the hero and save it, okay? Dude goes, bruh, you could have just said that from the start without all the side quests. Stay right here, don't move a muscle. And he dashes off like a man on a mission, then comes back holding a whole-ass medical kit, like he's about to perform surgery in the backyard. She's like, what's all this? You opening a clinic now? And he goes, nope, I'm here to fix you up, doctor. Rizzy reporting for duty. Turns out, Shorty actually did climb the tree and totally ate the floor. Her ankle's busted and she's just sitting there in the garden, low-key holding back tears and high-key in pain. So what does this king do? Takes off her shoe, gently, starts icing her foot, starts treating it like he's applying healing jutsu. She stares at him like, wait, you're actually useful. And he claps back with, yeah, zip it before I break your other leg. Let me cook. Then, he hits her with, anyway, you're not walking on that foot, period. So here, put this on. Hoodie and sweats. Disguise mode. You're wearing this so no one recognizes you when I carry your injured ass home. People talk. I don't want to go viral for kidnapping a baddie. She's blushing, confused, and panicking all at once. You're gonna carry me? And he's like, what? You expect me to leave a limping cutie in the middle of a garden overnight like she's a broken Roomba? Nah, let's go. Our girl has stopped responding at this point. Next thing you know, he's got her on his back, full-on anime princess carry, and he walks her all the way to her apartment. When they get there, she's literally glowing. Without you, I would have been finished. Like, game over. He drops a smooth, take care, alright? Fast forward to the next day, girl's feeling grateful. She washes the clothes he gave her, whips up a gourmet-looking plate of his favorite dish, makes it all aesthetic like it's for a food blog, and shows up at his door. Here, this is to say thank you, but make sure you microwave it before eating. I made it last night with love. Homie stares at the plate, happy but slightly dramatic. Like, damn, I kinda wish it was made fresh today. And she flips. Excuse me? So it's not good enough now? He quickly laughs it off. I'm just playing calm down, chef. But inside, he's low-key shook, cause her level of care is next level, like she's treating him better than his own family. Then she goes, listen, from now on, anytime you want this meal fresh, just buy the ingredients, and I'll pull up and cook it hot for you. His brain glitches like, did she just say every day? He's like, wait, for real? That's amazing. Thank you so much. But, random question. Don't you feel weird coming into a random dude's place alone? I mean, I could be weird or whatever. And she drops the bomb. Try anything slick, and I'll hit you with a roundhouse kick to the danger zone. Bro's soul left his body. He's like, nah, we good. I value my future, ma'am. At this point, it's clear she's the whole package. Cute, assertive, and not afraid to commit violence. But wait, she's got terms and conditions. If I'm gonna be your personal chef, you're paying me, and you're coming with me to the market every time to help buy the ingredients. Bro just got hit with a subscription plan to her love and her cooking. The next day, she switches into full wifey mode. She's in the kitchen, and she's like, today's menu, my vibe, my choice. And he's just there like, girl, as long as you're the one cooking, I'm eating. I used to survive on sad takeout anyway. So she hits him with the, go chill king, let me chef this up proper. Bro leaves the kitchen, but peeks around the corner like a lovesick anime NPC, watching his future waifu do her thing. And while he's drooling watching her cook, he whispers to himself, damn, is this what it's like to have a wife? But she, without even turning, goes, oi, don't think weird stuff, you perv. My guy was thinking it silently. At this point, he's convinced she's psychic, and also perfect, and maybe a little scary. W. She plates up the food, and it looks like something off a 5-star menu. Bro takes one bite and starts gobbling like a caveman who's just tasted flavor for the first time in his life. He's tearing up from the taste. She's sitting there, blushing, and being cuter than a baby panda, and you just know, this ain't just food. This is love seasoned with garlic and wife material. So he turns to her like, hey, random question, would you cook every day for someone you don't love? And she's like, yeah, I mean, you're living like a raccoon. I just felt bad and wanted to help. You looked pitiful, bro. Bro's heart goes into cardiac arrest. Well, since we're halfway to a marriage anyway, why not just tie the knot? She straight up says, what do you mean? Hell nah. And he's like, I was joking, unless, but anyway, we time skip to exam week. He pulls up to school and his boy asks how he did on the test. He goes, not great, not bad, should pass. And his bestie's like, bro, you say that every time and still end up top 5. Shut up. Then, shows up. That's Kor's girlfriend. She walks up like she's about to drop a confession and goes, so, why don't you have a girlfriend yet? I'm eager to be her bestie someday. G, being the king of deflection, hits back with, a girl dating me. Can't even imagine this happening. Right after that, he finds She's ID card, and guess what? Her birthday's in 4 days. Bro instantly locks in. He's living with her. She's cooking for him. She's basically his wife. And he didn't even know her birthday? Nah, that ain't right. So he asks her all casual while she's cooking again. Hey, you, want anything lately? She's like, why? You trying to buy me something? He panics. No, just curious. You know, hypothetically. She's like, well, I do want a knife sharpener. These blades getting dull, and I ain't trying to lose a finger. He stares at her like, that's it? Out of everything? That's your dream gift? But inside, he's already plotting to surprise her with something bigger. Next day, he tells Sho and Kawa, yo, I want to buy a gift for someone really important to me. They still don't know he's talking about She, the literal wife in training he lives with. Sho suggests a skincare kit. Kawa says, get her a plushie. And when her birthday finally hits, he shows up at home and drops both, the skincare set and a plush bear. Double trouble. She opens the gift and her eyes go full sparkle mode. She's smiling like she just won the anime lottery. And then she asks, wait, how'd you know it was my birthday today? He's like, total coincidence. Found your ID card. No biggie. She looks at him, genuinely shocked, and says, I've never celebrated my birthday. No one's ever given me a gift before. Bro hits her with, well, take this one. It's not just a birthday gift. It's a thank you for feeding me, putting up with me, and just being here. She blushes. She's glowing. And then, he says, you accepted my gift even though I'm technically a stranger? And she hits back in the softest, most heart-melting voice ever, but you're not a stranger. Bro's like, that's it. I'm proposing. I'm buying a ring. Somebody call the priest. So the day ends all wholesome and fluffy between our duo until the next morning. Guess who pulls up uninvited like a jump scare? That's right. G's mom shows up to check on him. Sis didn't call, didn't text, just straight up entered his solo bachelor pad like she owns it. And to be fair, she kinda does, cause she's helping pay rent. The moment G sees his mom at the door, he's literally sweating bricks. Man's like, please go home, internally screaming. But mama ain't stupid. She hits him with the boy. Don't make me drag you by the ear. I help pay for this place. You better let me in before I evict you. He folds instantly. So now mama bear's inside, sniffing around, and she's shocked because this place is sparkling clean, like suspiciously clean, not a sock out of place. She's peeping the glow up too. You're eating better. You got muscles now? What's going on? Meanwhile, G is panicking hard because she is hiding in the back room. Before answering the door, he literally tossed her the spare key and whispered, Mission impossible time. Escape when you can. I'll stall the boss. Mama then goes full detective mode and says, let me see your room. And G's sweating like he just got caught cheating on a test. He's like, hey, that's private property. I got rights. But she's already halfway through the door. She barges in like an FBI raid. And what does she find? Our girl She, sleeping, peacefully, in his bed, looking like a literal angel who forgot she was supposed to be sneaky. Girl, you had one job. G's mom freezes, then looks at her son like, so you've been hiding your girl all this time? And she's this cute? Bro tries to deny it. No, she's not my girl. She just sleeps here? Yeah, not helping, champ. Mama's not buying any of it. She hits him with the real talk. A teen boy brings a hot girl into his bedroom and expects me to believe they're just friends? Please, do I look like I was born yesterday? And she, now wide awake and probably 5 seconds from dying of embarrassment, sits up and tries to explain. There's nothing going on, I swear. Then the two awkwardly sit down with mom and spill everything. How they met, the drama, the the trauma, the we're just helping each other arc. And Mum's like, yep, y'all are 100% fated, soulmates, written in the stars, wedding next week. G begs her to stop shipping them IRL, but she leaves all smug like, I'll let y'all get back to your honeymoon, I'm out. But before she goes, she grabs Shi's number like a secret side quest and says, gotta check on you two lovebirds later. So MG finally dips, and our boy G starts apologizing like a gentleman for his mom wilding out earlier. But she just hits him with that cute smile and goes, don't even trip, King. Your mom's just like you, unhinged in a lovable way. Scene ends here, and we move on to exam results day. And she, the angelic queen of perfection herself, snags that #1 spot again. Like this baddie lives in first place. Next thing we know, G's inviting her over at night to celebrate, cake and everything. She's like, bro, I'm always first. This ain't special. But he hits her with that top tier Riz trademark. Yeah, but I wanted to do something different this time. Take the damn gift and shut up. From now on, we're throwing a party every time you flex on the class. But here's where things start getting interesting. They're feeding each other cake. Like, not just, here, have a bite. I'm talking full anime couple trope. He's using his fork, she's using hers. All romantic and giggly, but both of them still out here pretending they're just friends. Brother, y'all live together, share meals, share space, low-key share souls. At this point, just sign the marriage papers already. Anyway, the night ends all soft and fluffy. The only thing missing is a kiss. Next day, G suddenly decides he's cooking. She's like, you sure about that, chef boy? She's side-eyeing the whole situation like this man's about to summon food poisoning. He's like, nah, trust me, I'm gonna blow your mind. And he does, just not in the way he thinks. Dude whips up the driest egg omelette in human history. No salt, no pepper, just vibes and delusion. She takes a bite like, be for real. Did you season this with air? He's like, oops, my bad. And she's like, okay, Gordon Ramsay, move aside. So she flexes her own cooking skills, makes the same dish, but this time, it's giving 5-star brunch goddess energy. Plate looks sexy, smells divine, tastes like heaven kissed your taste buds. He's munching it like a happy puppy, and she's just smiling, knowing damn well he tried his best. She tells him, you know what? You can help me in the kitchen, cutting veggies, washing stuff, but baby steps, okay? We're not letting you near the stove again unless I have a fire extinguisher ready. And they end the day, cuddled up, eating together. Again, still lying to themselves like, we're just friends. You're not fooling anybody, babes. You basically married with tax benefits at this point. Anyway, G goes to school. Shai pops up, all bubbly, like, let's throw the Christmas party at your place this year. G instantly panics. Bro's hiding a literal girlfriend in disguise at his crib and can't tell the squad. Like, how you gonna explain that? But Shai don't take no for an answer. She begs, pleads, probably hits him with the puppy eyes, and he folds. Fine, we'll do it at mine. So he gets home and of course, she's there, chilling like it's her apartment. He goes, so, any Christmas plans? She's like, same as every year, me, myself, and loneliness. I don't celebrate it, and damn, her face says it all. That, I'm fine energy, hits different when you've been solo for years. He sees the sadness in her eyes and realizes, even though they're living together, sharing space, sharing laughs, she still feels alone. So he soft launches a cute offer. Okay, I'll be with my friends on Christmas Day, but the rest of the break, I'm all yours. Let's hang out. She's flushed, like cheeks red, heart full. She goes, I'd love that. Then this girl lights up and points at his PlayStation and Switch like a kid in a candy store. Can you teach me how to play these games? I've never touched one. He's shook, like, how is she this adorable? Of course, he says yes, and the gaming sessions begin. So finally, it's Christmas Eve, and our boy G's throwing a lil party. His homies Co and Show pull up, and yes, the man even brought his girl. So it's a whole vibe. They got food, decorations, and holiday spirit at max level. Everyone's just chilling, until snow starts falling, and Co and Show rush to the balcony to catch those frosty vibes. But what do they see? A whole baddie chilling next door, like the school angel, their literal class idol, she. And she's not just passing by, nah, she's on G's freaking balcony, like she lives there or something. They're standing there like, yo, why is Miss Popularity Supreme outside G's apartment? And G, he's running out like, oh no, they saw. Bro thought he could keep his live-in waifu a secret forever. They all sit down for the Christmas hangout, and now it's confession time. G and she start telling the homies how they met, why they're living together, cooking together, sleeping under the same roof. Co is flabbergasted. This man goes, so y'all trying to tell me y'all just friends? Brother, you're closer than my parents were when they were married. G and she, embarrassed out of their minds, faces redder than Rudolph's nose. She's trying to gaslight the squad like, nah, it's nothing like that. We're just neighbors, friends, and classmates, and live-in soulmates, I guess. But no biggie. G jumps in like, yeah, I don't even have feelings for her like that. We're totally just friends, for real. Meanwhile, the rest of us, bro, she's feeding you dinner, you blush every time she breathes, and you talk like she's your wife. Just say you're down bad and move on. Co ain't letting it slide. He hits G with the Uno reverse. Remember when you asked me for help picking out a gift for some girl? The plushie, the skincare kit, that was for her, right? G, sweating bricks, finally folds. Yeah, it was for she, caught in 4K. Co and his girl start roasting the life out of him like, y'all just friends? I mean, if that's friendship, then I've been married to my bestie since the 5th grade. But G gets real for a sec. He tells Co to keep everything hush-hush. He's like, this could cause drama for Shy. Please don't tell anyone about us. Co, bro, your secret's locked up tighter than Area 51. I ain't snitching. And Co's girl chimes in like, honestly, even if we did tell someone, who would believe that the school's shiniest angel is shacked up with sad boy G? That's fanfic material. And then, Sho finally gets her moment to talk to She, the girl she's admired from afar, like a sparkly anime NPC. She's like, girl, what filter do you use IRL? Your skin is clearer than my search history. Sho's fangirling hard, asking about her skincare, her hair care, her life care, basically trying to copy-paste her entire routine. Then G walks up and hits her with a cold jab like, to be honest, even if you tried all that, it won't fix your face. They're all vibing and laughing, and finally, she's part of the gang. No more lonely nights for her. Instead of spending it alone like every year, she's got friends, found family, and a man who low-key loves her, but is too emotionally constipated to say it out loud. But wait, there's more. The next day, G decides to fulfill her lil dream, teach her how to game. Man pulls out the Switch, gets her on that co-op couch gaming vibe, and starts showing her how to play, hand on hand, teaching her the controls. Cue the romance. She ends up sleeping on his lap. He's holding her like a warm burrito, and the anime's still trying to tell us these two aren't dating. Bro, stop the cap. After all that flirty gaming and softcore romance, our boy G pulls out a sneaky move. He slides in with a New Year's gift for our girl Shy. She opens it, and bam, her jaw drops harder than crypto. It's a tiny, cute lil planner. She's shook, like, wait, you picked this? And she hits him with the, okay, I misjudged you. You actually have taste. Didn't expect that from someone who dresses like an unpaid intern at a garbage company. G goes, I dress how? And she's like, let's be honest, you got homeless swag written all over you. Then out of nowhere, she pulls out her gift, a scarf, soft, warm, cotton, cozy. G lights up like a Christmas tree. Man's on cloud 9, telling her, I've never been this happy. Your smile alone changed my whole life. Boom. Girl uses the scarf as a blindfold just to hide her blush. I'm already working on part 2, and it's wild. If you're hyped, tell me in the comments. Smash subscribe so you don't miss it. And hey, if this hits 500 likes, I'll drop it even faster.